All my life, I've lived in Lucky Block Civilization, and my only goal has been to escape. At first, I thought I'd be able to escape by stealing a super lucky block and getting a token. But instead, all I got was this weird glitched item that could shapeshift into any other item. But luckily, the day after, the guards put me through a Lucky Block rank up challenge, where I had to fight super strong and giant zombies. But thanks to my glitched item, me and my new parrot friend were able to take out all the zombies and move on to the next layer of civilization. Oh my god. This new layer was filled with houses and other players. Nothing like my old neighborhood of 5 people. Everywhere I looked, there was another group of players hanging out or opening lucky blocks.
Everyone here has so many lucky blocks. They're probably so much luckier than the unlucky blocks we used to get.
Hey, you two!
Oh god, don't tell me we're already in trouble.
Are you the new guys?
Yeah?
I think so.
Welcome, guys. Feel free to make yourself at home. I could even show you around if you'd like.
We're good. We'll just explore around ourselves.
Okay, just let me know if I can help you with anything. I'll be here all day.
That was weird.
Yeah, what a nice guy.
Me and Parrot made our way down one of the paths that led through town. While we were walking, I saw a guy break a lucky block outside of his house and get a full set of new armor.
Sick! Another set for my collection.
I guess people here are just that much luckier. Since everything here seems safe, me and my new friend decided to split up. After we figure out the basics of this new layer, we'd meet back up and figure out a plan to get out of this place. There are so many houses on this new layer. There's no way there's someone living in every single one of these. Maybe these are just public homes. I might be able to just walk in and stay there. I walked into a house filled with a kitchen, living room, and even its own bedroom. This house is so much better than my old one. This place is awesome.
What are you doing? Get out of my house!
I guess that house was already taken. Maybe this one's free.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing in my house?
Sorry. I guess these houses aren't actually free. How does this place even work? How am I supposed to get a house? Right after I said that, I conveniently found a building that said buy houses here outside. Right. Nothing in this place is free, is it? I stepped into the building hoping I could finally get myself somewhere to sleep. Hey, is this the place where you buy a house?
What, you can't read? Was the giant sign outside not big enough for you?
Right, stupid question. Well, I don't have any money. How am I supposed to get a house?
Money? Nah, we don't use that here. If you want a house, all you gotta do is open one of our house lucky blocks.
What is a house lucky block?
Well, the name is still a work in progress. But basically, you open the block and you'll get one of our houses. If you're lucky, you might get a mansion. But if you're not, you could get something as small as a shed.
Of course it's luck-based. Everything here is ran by lucky blocks. The store owner led me to a corner and pulled out this unique lucky block that I'd never seen before. All right, here goes nothing. I placed down the block and started opening it. Whatever I got out of this would determine my living conditions for the rest of my life on this layer. I broke the block and out of it came a token. When I picked it up, I realized this was a token for a large house.
Nice, that's pretty lucky. Follow me, I'll show you where it's at.
I couldn't believe it. For once, the block didn't try and kill me.
All right, this is it. Pretty nice, right?
Yeah, this place is huge. It even has a second floor. The store owner led me inside and wished me luck, but before he left me, I stopped him. Hey, before you go, how exactly does this place work? I just got here today and everything's kind of different.
Oh, right. You're new, aren't you? Don't worry. It's pretty similar to the lower layer you used to, just a bit luckier. The only real difference is something the guards call the Trial of Luck. If you're not happy with life here on this layer, you can volunteer to participate in the Trial of Luck.
Trial of Luck? What is that?
It's a set of challenge layers designed to test how lucky you really are. Everyone starts with a base luck level. Since you just got here, I'd assume you're level 0, but the more layers you survive, the higher your luck level gets.
Wait, and people can just choose to do that?
Yeah, especially the ones who want to escape. If you somehow get to level 100, they let you leave Lucky Block Civilization altogether, but that's not very easy.
This was the first time I had heard anything about a Trial of Luck, but I had a feeling I'd be hearing a lot more about it soon. The guard made his way out of my house and I kind of just stood there for a second, thinking about everything he had said. If what he had told me was true, the Trial of Luck might be my only shot at actually getting out of this place. I decided the smartest thing to do would be to check it out myself. But then, for some reason, on my way there, I was stopped.
Hey, you! Hold up a second. You're that guy from the Lucky Block Challenge earlier, right?
Yeah, probably. Why?
Interesting. I was just wondering how you managed to get your hands on a mace. That's pretty rare.
By the way he asked it, it didn't sound like a question. It seemed as if he was suspicious of something. I don't know. I guess I just got lucky with my blocks.
Right. Is that also the case with the wind charges? What about the diamond sword? Did you just get lucky with those too?
He was on to me. I had to play it cool. Yeah, I guess I've been really lucky lately. Someone must be watching over me or something. I could tell he wasn't buying it. He just stood there staring at me.
Sure, a luck level 0 getting 3 super rare drops. Sounds about right. I'll let you go for now, but I'm keeping my eye on you. know. Something doesn't feel right.
I didn't bother saying anything else. I just walked away. I knew I didn't do anything wrong. Well, not this time, but it was just the way he looked at me, as if he was just looking for an excuse to arrest me. Eventually, I made it to what seemed like the trial area. It was just a small room with a guy sitting behind a glass window like some kind of ticket booth.
Hi, how can I help you?
Oh, I'm just looking for the lucky trials, or whatever they're called.
Oh, you're here for the trial of luck. Yeah, the next trial is scheduled for tomorrow. Just sign your name on the board behind you and come back first thing in the morning.
I walked over to the sign-up board expecting to see a list full of names, but there was only one. Polly. Huh. Weird. I signed my name right below it. Whoever this Polly guy was, I guess we'd be facing the trial together. Hey, before I go, do people here still get unlucky blocks every morning? He looked at me like I just said something crazy.
What? Unlucky blocks? No. Everyone here gets one lucky block every morning. No risk. The only difference in how lucky the block ends up being is based off your luck level.
I didn't know that. It actually sounded kind of fair. I thanked the ticket guy and headed back into town. By the time I got back, the whole place had quieted down. It's weird to see a whole layer actually feel peaceful. I guess no one here feels the need to break into factories and steal blocks. The next morning, the guards woke me up for what seemed like my daily lucky block.
Rise and shine. It's time for your lucky block.
God, it's so early. I'm too tired for this.
Oh, I can come back later. You need your beauty sleep. If you want, I could get you a comfier bed or maybe some bamboo memory foam pillows.
No, it's fine. I'll take the block. The guard gave me a brand new lucky block and I walked outside to open it. As I walked out, I saw a bunch of people standing around opening their blocks. Some people were pulling golden apples, some got tools. One guy got an enchanted bow and started jumping around like a little kid on Christmas. But then, right next to me...
No way! I got one! I got a token!
Hey, congrats! Third one this week.
Did he say third? That's insane. Does that mean he gets to leave?
Leave? No. Tokens don't do that up here. That's only on the bottom layer. Here, tokens just raise your luck level a bit.
Oh, so it's still lucky, just not lucky enough to escape. I stood there for a second watching this guy celebrate his token, and then I asked one of the guards the one question that's been stuck in my mind since I got here. So, if not the token, how do we leave?
Leave? Well, you don't. Not unless you hit luck level 100. Then the gates will open and you can head out into the real world. And out there, your luck follows you. A new life. A clean slate.
Luck level 100. That's the second time I'd heard that. I couldn't even remember what the real world looked like anymore. I didn't even know if I've ever seen it. But somehow, I knew that it'd be better than this. From that moment on, I decided I was gonna reach level 100, no matter what it took. I decided to open my lucky block. I placed it down, but of course, me being a level 0 and all, I got garbage.
Aw, rough start. No worries. You'll do better tomorrow. Things will get better.
Right. It was hard to tell if the guards here were really just nice or if they were messing with me. But either way, today was the day I'd participate in the trial of luck. I dumped my stuff in my chest. I didn't want anything slowing me down in these challenges. But of course, I made sure to keep my glitched item. I made my way to the trial arena, and when I got there, I saw someone else there already waiting, and it was my parrot friend from earlier.
Oh hey, didn't know you were doing this too.
What are you doing here?
I signed up for that cool challenge thing they're doing. It sounded fun.
I looked over at the sign-up board. Polly. Wait, you're Polly?
Yeah, did you not know that?
No, you never told me your name. Before he could respond, the toll booth guy stepped out from behind the glass.
Ah, there you are. Perfect. Looks like you guys will be running this trial together.
He brought us over to some big steel door in the back of the room.
This will take you through the layers. Each level is different. Different challenges, different rules. But make it through them, you'll both gain a sizable amount of luck levels.
What's a luck level?
What? Why are you even here?
He pressed a button and opened the doors. It seemed like an elevator.
Good luck, boys. You're gonna need it.
And just like that, the trial of luck began. The elevator shook a little and then finally came to a stop. The door slid open and we stepped onto the first layer. All we saw was a straight line of lucky blocks I'd never seen before, stretching out as far as we could see. I was nervous. There's no telling what could be inside of these things. But then a voice came over the intercom.
Welcome to Trial 1. In front of you is an infinite path of lucky blocks. Each block you open will grant you one luck level, but be warned, the farther you go, the more unstable the blocks will become. You may stop and exit whenever you want. Proceed at your own risk.
The room fell silent for a second, but then, of course...
Bro, this is so free. We could literally hit level 100 today.
I wasn't so sure about that, but part of me hoped he was right. We started walking forwards, opening blocks as we went. First one dropped a bow and arrow, second one was a bit of bread, but by the fifth block, I was starting to think Polly might be right. But then, I opened the sixth. A cage appeared around me. I was completely sealed in. I didn't even have time to react. What is this? I looked up and then I saw it. An anvil falling from the sky straight towards me. Polly, get me out.
Oh shoot. Okay, hold on.
Hurry up. He ran over and started breaking the bars. And right as the last one snapped, The anvil smashed down exactly where I was standing. It missed me by less than a second. Okay, maybe this isn't so free after all.
Yeah, that was kind of close, huh? I bet you're glad I got this pickaxe.
I stood there for a second collecting myself. I didn't know if I wanted to keep going, but I knew if I wanted to make it out of this place, I needed to get to level 100, and the only way to do that was to take risks. This was gonna be a lot harder than I thought. We kept moving forward. Most of the blocks just gave us random stuff. Some food, tools, I even got a stick with knockback on. But even if most of it was junk, every block we opened was more and more stressful. The farther down the line we got, the riskier it was. Any of these blocks could kill us instantly. But then, about 15 blocks in, Polly broke one that looked a bit different. A well spawned with a sign that said, "Test your luck."
What is that?
I think it's a wishing well. The sign on the front said, "Test your luck," which is usually code for "you might die." I don't know, man. This could be a trap. What if it just blows us up? We could both die right here.
Or we could get diamonds. Do you ever think about that?
Of course he was gonna try it. He's being way too reckless. Polly pulled out a nugget and got ready to toss it in. Wait, where did you even get that?
Block 10. Clearly you weren't paying attention.
He tossed the nugget in. I knew this one moment could end this entire journey, but then it gave us potatoes.
Well, that's just disrespectful.
You almost got us killed just for some potatoes.
I mean, I was kind of hungry.
I couldn't tell if I wanted to laugh or cry, but either way, we weren't done yet. We kept going, breaking more and more blocks. Every single one was one step closer to finally leaving this place. I kept telling Polly that we should leave. We already had enough luck levels to move on, but he wasn't listening. Dude, I'm serious. This is getting dangerous.
No, dude, this is free. We're doing great. Just a few more blocks and we'll be luckier than anyone else.
I remembered what the intercom said. The deeper we went, the more unstable the blocks would become. At this point, every block felt like a gamble.
We'll be fine. We can leave soon. Just a few more, I promise.
I hesitated, but I kept opening blocks. Nothing happened for a while until one. Suddenly, I was trapped in a full box of obsidian, filled with water. Polly, help me! I'm gonna die! If I didn't get out of here quick, I would drown and be dead forever. I started digging into the walls, but I was too slow. I couldn't get out.
It's obsidian. It takes forever.
I was running out of air and my hearts were dropping. This might actually be it. But just before I died, one block broke open and I was able to swim out, surviving on half a heart. Dude, I almost just died.
Yeah, but you didn't. You look fine to me.
I didn't respond. I just sat there. Dude, I'm done with this layer. It's time to get out of here.
All right. Fair enough. Let's go back.
We headed back to the elevator. None of us said much. I think even Polly realized that he pushed it too far.
Congratulations! You've completed the first layer of the Trial of Luck. Each of you have been rewarded 23 luck levels. Would you like to proceed to the next layer?
Polly looked over at me, as if he was asking for permission. Yeah, sure. Let's keep going. The elevator doors shut and we started moving again, heading up. We had no clue what was waiting for us on the next floor, but I knew one thing. If we wanted to survive this, we needed to be smarter. Hey, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I need you to be more careful. We don't respawn here. It's not just your life you're gambling with, it's mine too. He took a second to respond, but then...
Look, risks are how we win this. How are we supposed to escape if we don't take a chance every once in a while? The only reason we're here is because we risked our lives in the rank up challenge yesterday. But you're right. If I'm gonna take risks, I better make sure they count. I'll be more careful.
I didn't say anything back, but I think this was the first time that I actually felt like we were in this together, as a team. The elevator stopped again. The doors opened and we stepped onto something that looked like a giant arena. And then the intercom came back on again.
Welcome to Trial 2. This challenge will be familiar to those who ranked up from the unlucky block layer. You too may open as many lucky blocks as you wish. The gear you get will be used to fight the monster that spawns in this arena. But be warned, each lucky block you open will increase the strength of the monster. Open many, you might get better loot, but the enemy will also grow stronger with every block. Please request a number of blocks and proceed when ready.
Great, another trade-off. Better gear, but a stronger enemy. We had to choose.
I think we should open a good amount of blocks.
I don't know, man. What if we get unlucky? We'll be under-geared and have to fight something we can't beat.
We'll be fine. Just gotta hit the good ones. No anvils this time.
I wasn't so sure. Either way, we'd be gambling with our lives again. I still had my glitched item. I didn't know how it would help with this place, but maybe if things went bad, it could tip the odds in our favor. Alright, I want 10 blocks. That should be enough to get some gear without making the fight impossible. Just then, 10 blocks appeared in my hand, but right after that...
I'll take 20.
What? Why would you take double what I took? That thing's gonna be twice as strong now.
Dude, if we're gonna survive, we need actual gear. 10 blocks is baby loot. 20 means better odds. We already took down a giant Bob, remember? Whatever's next can't be any worse than that.
I wasn't so sure, but it was too late. He had already confirmed his number.
Difficulty confirmed. Please open your blocks and prepare for the fight.
We got started right away. I opened mine pretty quickly. I got a couple potions, some decent weapons, and a bit of diamond armor, but the rest of it, garbage. Seriously? It felt like the blocks were playing with me. They knew I was trying to play it safe and punished me for it. I looked over at Polly to see if he was ready, but he was still opening blocks. Are you serious right now?
Bro, just give me one more second. I'm on like number 16. Ooh, look, golden apples. Told you it'd be worth it.
We're both gonna die here just because he wanted apples. He just kept going. I stood there while he opened the last few, and then finally he finished.
Block phase complete. To your right, you will find a supply station. You may trade in your leftover loot for additional gear before the battle begins.
Oh, wow, that's useful.
We both walked over to the exchange tables. I assumed most of my stuff was worthless until I noticed something near the back of the shop. Apparently, beacons could be traded in for a sword, a really good one. The guy behind the counter told me it had a unique stun effect on mobs, and it looked amazing. Okay, I'll take it. This was awesome. For once, something was finally going my way. Between this new sword and my glitched item, I was feeling confident. Maybe we could actually win this.
Final warning, battle phase starting soon. You open 30 blocks. Your opponent will be scaled accordingly.
I was nervous. Maybe we went a bit overboard.
Defeating this opponent will grant each of you 30 luck levels.
Okay, we got this.
3, 2, 1.